to the Fog Vlog.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Easy Does It. Today we are talking about banana cream. As we always do, we're going to kick off with market share, then we'll go on to single flavor testing, and Deets will finish off with application. So Richard, take it away.
Right, banana cream, again, there are an awful lot of banana flavors on the market, but only a very few that are described actually as a banana cream rather than just a banana fruit on its own, or banana nut bread, or other variations of banana. This has always been a two-horse race, and it's one of the great classic jewels in DIY flavors, is whether TFA Banana Cream or Loran Banana Cream is the winner of the Banana Cream Wars. So taking a look at ELR first, TFA Banana Cream comes in top there with 50,498 recipes. The Loran Banana Cream comes in at 20,021. Now, just looking at the DX version of TFA, which is also quite popular, particularly at ELR, that comes in at 8,845. So the Loran is just under half of where TFA is, but the TFA DX is roughly about a sixth of the original TFA. Moving across to all the flavors, TFA comes in again top at 3,275. The Loran in at 1,397, so again just under half. But the DX is a lot less popular at all the flavors. There are only 84 recipes that use the DX, the non-dark version of the original TFA Banana Cream. So quite interesting there that ATF users don't seem to like these DX versions very much. But basically, TFA is a clear winner with just over twice as many recipes as Loran has. Theo, what does this taste like on its own?
Yeah, this one was surprising. I mean, I've used this in one of my one-shots that's out, quite popular here in South Africa, which is the mango ice. So I know it really well. But funny enough, I've never really done a single flavor test on it, all right? I've just done pairings or pairing tests on it, and it works very well in that application. So I did a single flavor test here, and I did at 2% and I did it at 5%, all right? At 2%, the banana top note is there. Quite sweet. It's backed up with some creams and a slight, like a slight sweetness, almost a little bit like a banana pudding, but not quite there at 2% for me. And then I cranked it up to 5%, and then what happens at 5%, I think it will actually start happening at about 3.5%, is some custard notes comes through, all right, and that backs up that banana. However, there is a dead spot in this for me. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. It's just, what this concentrate is. It's a top note, and it's, dense mid notes, but it just feels like it doesn't really end off with a nice round deeper note or low note in there. However, it's extremely smooth and a beautiful banana pudding if you want to add that kind of vibe to your mix. But yeah, quite surprised that it is, there's a bit of a dead spot at the low notes. So just keep that in mind. Deets, do you want to talk about application?
So you pretty much smashed all the notes for application as well. If you're looking for a banana cream, this and Loran is the one of the two that you will be using. So I'm just going to jump through a few recipes that use it a lot. I mean, you covered the notes quite extensively, or the applications thereof. It's a good banana for me. The cream in it is also good. It's not, I would say, a full-on custard or cream. At the higher notes, I also get the custard going. And as you mentioned, there is something missing on the base notes on the end, but not in a bad way. This is a full concentrate. It works very well when used in your bakeries, milkshakes, milks, and I mean even something like a nut or banana bread, banana nut bread. It works very well, and you are always going to use one of the two. Or actually, Richard mentioned this is one of those all DIY duels between only the two. But then there's this one recipe done by Aqua Neo called Banana Milk. This one uses LA and TFA Banana Cream, and they go together very well. This to me is the recipe where they became friends and everything is hunky-dory now. So that's a really good banana milk that I could recommend mixing up. I've also personally used it in Boss Reserve by Folk Art, and in Boss Reserve it's used at 1.5%, but in no way is it hidden. Even though it's used with acetylpyrazine, some biscuit, milk and honey, and we know milk and honey is a strong, to me, a spicy flavor. The biscuit is always, biscuit, any type of graham cracker you use will always be strong. But in this case, even at 1.5%, that banana cream really shines. I think the secret with this banana cream is the fact that this is one of those concentrates you will have to steep. It's just to get the flavor, to get the profile, and to get the texture or the consistency, the mouthfeel that it brings in, you will have to let it go for the steep. And Boss Reserve really shows what the banana does, even at low percentages or as low as 1.5. It's not very low as in 0.5% or 1%, but at 1.5%, using it in a mix, I would consider it being low. Because banana to me it's difficult to get a full mix without having the other concentrates mess up, but kind of mess around with the banana flavor. And here it shows, it stands up very well. That steep is needed to give the profile what I think it was used or made for. But in any case, there's another recipe made by Skittles Ninja called Bangin' Bourbon Bread. And in this one, he uses banana cream at 6%, a little bit on the high range for me. Now, this is also where I enjoy it. I like it, and I actually started enjoying it at higher percentages with the one shot that you mentioned earlier, Theo. I mixed it up before it was the one shot on the recipe, and it was delicious. So this at lower percentages, it doesn't get lost. At higher percentages, it features as the main profile of the banana. And it's a good concentrate to have if you're a dessert lover, or even, I would say, a bakery nut. There's another good recipe called Banana Galore by Mark SR. This one is quite a simple recipe. The banana cream is used in 0.85% in combination with banana nut bread and banana foster. But the banana cream here really brings that profile that you're looking for in terms of the mouthfeel and the thickness of the vape. The banana cream, I would say, is vital. So, yes, there are many other bananas, but this banana is a good banana. So I can recommend it just by mentioning a few of these recipes. It's mainly from what I can see, people enjoy the banana milkshake, the banana milk. So I would say if I look at what people are mixing, it's used mainly as a milk or a milkshake, or sometimes a custard, and then following that there would be your bakeries and breads and so on.
Yeah, that makes total sense with that, that creamy and custardy body, that it would go really well, because most of the work is done there from a bridging perspective. You just have to put the milk note in there, or the malted note in there, or you just, if I used it in my mango recipe just to fill out the middle notes, because the mango that I used was, it had everything that I want from a mango, not being overly ripe, but also all the notes were there, but they were reading almost from the middle to the top and a little bit at the bottom. So there was a gap there, and this kind of just fit perfectly in there, right? So yeah, is there anything more other than you have to get this if you like banana?
What I would add is that of the two main bananas, I find the TFA to be a lot more versatile and a lot more chameleon-like. I found that with TFA Banana Cream, I can't pick it out that easily in a recipe because it changes a lot depending on what you pair it with. Whereas the LA Banana Cream, no matter what recipe it's used in, I pick out that banana note, that candy runs banana note instantly. So if you like that particular LA note and you want that in your juice, by all means go for that. But if you want a more, what I would call just a more versatile banana that's going to, it's not going to have that totally distinctive note driving through everything else, then probably go for the TFA. It's the more chameleon-like of the two in my view.
I agree. It's a lot more complementary to whatever you use it with.
Okay, cool guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please leave your recipes in the comments below. Also, any notes that we didn't cover or any applications, so that when people watch this later on, they can find those recipes. But like I said, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.